Okay, now we're going to learn edge pairing on the 4x4 Rubik's Cube. Now what this is going to do is it's going to take all of these edges that are all jumbled up and we're going to pair them. Okay, so you're going to want to find two edges that match with each other. Like there's this one here, and then you're going to have to look for another one somewhere on the cube. This one happens to be right here. So what you're going to do is you're just going to slide this one right up into place. See how they're the same color? Green, white. Green, white. What you're going to do is you're going to just slide that over and pair that edge. Now what you're going to do is you're going to move this to the top layer, move a blank or a jumbled up edge into its spot, and fix the centers. Therefore, you now have this edge solved, and you did not mess up any of the centers or anything else. So now you're going to do that and find another one. Let's find the blue and white one. So look around the cube and boom, it's right there. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to slide that up. Now if you get to this case where they're both on the same level, so if you slide it over, it wouldn't match up. You're going to do this algorithm, which will switch this whole edge so that this piece is on the bottom, so you can easily slide this over there and then up, over, down. Okay? So you're going to do this algorithm. Right, up, right prime, up prime, front prime, up, front. Now in that algorithm, you just switch this edge, and therefore now you can slide that over, and then slide this up, slide a jumbled up edge into place, slide it down, and fix the edges. Now you're just going to want to do that until you get 4 edges on the top. Okay, so now once you get these first 4 edges done, you're going to want to take all these solved edges and you're just going to want to flip them over so that you have a new pair of jumbled up edges. And then here you're just going to find a few, like here. These two will go together, so you have to flip it. So do the algorithm, right inverted, up inverted, up, front. Put it into place, and bring this up, over, and down into place. Okay. Okay, now you might see this case where you're looking for an edge here, but on top, the piece is on top. So first you're going to want to look at the cube from the front face so that you can see both pieces. Now if both colors appear the same, see, red and red, because they're both red and white, you're going to want to do just an R, U prime, R prime. Or if it was on this side, it would be an L prime, U, L. Okay? But it's over here, and then you could easily just move that over, move it up into place, replace it with a jumbled up edge, move it down, and fix that. Okay, now if you get this case, you will see that they are both different. See? Blue and yellow, blue and yellow. Now if they're different, what you're going to want to do is you're going to move that edge out of the place so you can move this freely without affecting this. So you're going to move this a front, then move this up inverted, then move it front inverted. That way it'll move it right into place so that you can easily slide it over. Make sure a jumbled up edge is in place. You slide that up, slide that over, and down into place. Just like that. Now, what you're going to have is the last 4 edges. Now this is a relatively easy task. Okay? I'm going to show you how to do it in the easiest way possible. Okay, so the 4 edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, magically, probably, one of them's probably going to be solved. just because of the odds, and there's only 2 edges, and it's kind of, yeah, it's going to happen. Okay, so what you're going to do next is you're going to find 2 of them that line up next to each other, just like this. You're going to do this algorithm. You're basically just going to do a D downturn with both layers, and you're just going to do the algorithm that switches this edge upside down. So the right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. Then, all you have to do is move that back and right into place, and there you go. Okay, so now you're on the last 2 edges. Now, what you're going to want to do is make sure that the 2 pieces are right across from each other. So what you're going to want to do is going to have green and yellow across from green and yellow, or whatever colors you have, and then the bottom, which in my case is red and blue, and the other one is red and blue. Now you're going to want to do the same thing that I just said before. You're going to want to do a D move with both layers, and you're going to do that flipping algorithm. And then all you have to do is slide it into place. Now all you have to do is solve it like a 3x3. Now if you come across a problem, just wait 1 second for the video. Okay, so the first thing that you might see is when you solve for the cross, this parity happens. So once you've gotten technically the first 2 layers, but in this case the first 3, and you have this oddly shaped cross. It's supposed to have this piece down here, but it got flipped. Now this is just a parity that happens with all even number cubes. And there's just nothing you can do about it but do the long, horrible, just long algorithm that takes a little while to memorize, but once you get it, it'll spark in your brain just like that. Okay, so you're going to make sure that the edge that you need to flip is right in front of you, and you're going to want to do this algorithm. R2, oh, and I'll also have to note that every R and every L turn in this algorithm will be with both layers. The back, up, front, down layers will be only with 1 layer. Okay? So, if we start it back again, you're going to do right 2, back 2, up 2, L prime, up 2, R prime, up 2, R, up 2, front 2, R, front 2, L prime, back 2, R2. Then all you have to do is do a double D turn. That'll center align back these pieces. And all that got switched was these pieces. So what you're going to need to do is you're just going to need to put another piece in there and get the other pieces in there, so you have the first 2 layers and then the cross. Now you may come across this parity as well. This one has a much shorter algorithm to help solve it. Now what this is that 2 corners are permuted, but the other 2 are not. A parity that will never happen on the 3x3. So, to fix this, all you need to do is just, on the side that you're solving, whatever side it is, what you're going to want to do is you're going to do this algorithm. Little r2, up 2, little r2, up 2 with both layers, little r2, little u2. And once you get it from there, you are able to solve the algorithm, you are able to solve the cube regularly without any algorithms. You just find that. Solve it just like that. And that. And And after that, you should be able to solve the 4x4. And subscribe now, and you will be the first to know when the update comes, when you will be able to learn how to solve the 5x5 Rubik's Cube. Thanks.